Most people visiting Cyprus make a massive mistake. They hop on the A6 highway from the Troodos Mountains, set their GPS to Paphos, and miss the most legendary coastline in the Mediterranean. We weren't even planning on filming today, but the old road had other plans for us. Today, we're taking you through winding mountain passes to find a 1,000-year-old living relic, a medieval sugar mill, and a secret underground passage to the birthplace of a goddess. Stick with us until the end, because just before we hit Paphos, we're taking you to a hidden beach for a front row seat to a massive, haunting shipwreck most tourists only see from a distance. Leaving the cool air of Omodos. The drive to Paphos takes about an hour if you rush, but you shouldn't. It's a stunning 20-degree November day. Our first stop was the Pachna Historic Bus that sits right in the village center. A few more miles down the winding road, we reach the village of Avdimou. You're looking for the Ecclesia Metamorphosios. It's a humble, stone-built gem. But wait, there's more. The real marvel is just a stone's throw away. The ancient olive tree of Avdimou. This tree has stood here for centuries. Looking at this trunk, it's hard to imagine how much history it's seen. If you could plant one tree in your backyard that would last 1,000 years, what would it be? Let us know in the comments. We've now driven about 45 minutes from Omodos. We pulled into the Paphos Secret car park, and we are here to experience the birth of love and to visit the Aphrodites rock. Pro tip, don't try to dash across the busy main road. Look for the car park and use the hidden underground tunnel. It leads you safely right onto the shore. It feels like a secret passage that suddenly opens up to one of the most breathtaking views in the Mediterranean. We emerged onto Aphrodite's beach. We are officially at the legendary birthplace of Aphrodite, the Greek goddess of love and beauty. Can you believe it? The water here is a surreal mix of crystal blue and turquoise. Even in November, people are sunbathing and swimming. Legend says if you swim around the rock 3 times, you'll be blessed with eternal beauty. In the summer, this beach is packed, but today, it's peaceful. The shoreline isn't your typical soft sand. It's made of these perfectly smooth, sun-bleached white pebbles. And of course, the star of the show, the iconic Aphrodite's rock, or Paphos Secret. This giant rock formation majestically rises from the water, or rather, right next to it. The views around here are just breathtaking. Rugged cliffs, the vast blue Mediterranean. It's truly a place that makes you feel alive. Legend has it, this is where Aphrodite emerged from the sea foam. Pretty epic, right? So, after soaking up all that mythological magic, we decided to participate in a local tradition. We walked over to the Megali Petratu Romeo, another significant rock formation here. And around there, we picked up a beautifully polished pebble, white in color. There's a beautiful, quiet tradition here. People from all over the world pick up a stone, write a message of love or a wish, and leave it at the wishing tree near the tunnel. We decided to leave our own message today, adding to the thousands of stories anchored here by the tide. My wife took out a pen and wrote a little message on it, a tiny piece of our journey. So follow us and let us go at it to the countless other messages left by travelers from all over the world. It's such a simple, heartfelt gesture and being part of something bigger. And here today, we left a little piece of the world with Wife Journey. This is a wishing tree, and the white cloth pieces and ribbons are left by visitors as offerings or prayers. All right, time to head back and continue our journey. From Aphrodite's Rock, we drove a little further up to this incredible viewpoint, offering even more expansive vistas of the coastline. Just look at this. The endless blue, the rugged landscape. It's just stunning. They say the sea foam still gathers here more than anywhere else on the island. Look at that water. Would you be brave enough to take the eternal beauty swim in November? Or are you staying on the shore with us? Let us know if you're a swimmer or a sunbather. Instead of the highway, we're sticking to the B6 coastal road toward Paphos. The views are incredible, but be careful. If you go too far, you'll hit the British overseas territory border. We pulled a U-turn and headed for Koklia. The drive along the coast is just as beautiful as you'd imagine, with glimpses of the sea around every bend. Most people drive past the Stavros medieval sugar mill without a second glance. This was once the center of the world's sugar trade in the 14th century. It's pretty cool. Imagining what this place was like centuries ago, producing sugar. And then, once again, after a few more minutes of driving, I veered off again this time, towards the sanctuary of Aphrodite. This is truly a cornerstone of Paphos history, and a must-see for anyone interested in ancient civilizations. Right next to it is the Church of Paneas Katholiki, sitting on the edge of a massive archaeological dig. This is Sanctuary 2, a Roman sanctuary dedicated to Aphrodite. Walking here feels like walking through layers of time. Roman, Byzantine, and medieval history all in one spot. At first glance, the church looks modest, simple, almost quiet. It was built during the early Byzantine period, around the 4th to 5th century, making it one of the oldest Christian churches in Cyprus. What you're seeing now are mostly ruins, but you can still trace the layout of a basilica. literally steps away from the church, things get even more interesting. This area was once part of the Roman sanctuary of the Paphian Aphrodite. Before churches, before crosses, this region was one of the most important worship sites in the ancient world. As you walk through the archaeological dig, you're literally stepping over Roman foundations, courtyards, altars, and ceremonial spaces. We finally reached Paphos, but we have one last secret for you. Skip the hotel check-in for 20 minutes and head toward Avdimou Beach, right in front of the Apollo Beach Villas. And this, my friends, is what we came to see. The magnificent Shipwreck MV Demetrios II. The MV Demetrios II was a cargo ship that ran aground here during a storm way back in March 1998. Can you believe it? It was on its way from Greece to Syria, carrying timber, and got caught in some seriously rough weather. Since then, it's become this iconic landmark, slowly succumbing to the sea, a silent sentinel against the waves. The best spot to watch it, in my opinion, is right here on Avdimou Beach. What an unexpected adventure, right? So what's the key takeaway here? Always be open to those unplanned stops, because that's where the real magic happens. This journey from Troodos to Paphos was filled with history, beauty, and incredible stories. And let me tell you, this is just the beginning of our Paphos exploration. Subscribe to World with Wife as next week we're diving deep into Paphos itself.